Analytics Officer organization, I think, must come. Fortunately, we just heard from a Chief Analytics Officer at Teradata. It's great to see that some companies are getting on board with this. We've got my partner in crime, my co-founder Sean, is our Chief Analytics Officer. We think this is necessary to handle where analytics is headed. So in general, we need to create a new department, a new analytics head to serve as an internal consulting group, sit with clients, understand their business needs, and ensure analytical integration. Firms need a big data analytics charter. I think Sri is absolutely dead on. If you don't elevate this type of thing to the C-level, and I would argue the CEO level, the promise is often going to fall short. So you've got to, organizational behavior may not be something that we're analytics folks in general. We didn't study OB, but that kind of thing matters. The structure of an organization matters in terms of whether that organization can make an impact inside the broader organization. So think about the IT revolution and what IT did inside of companies. Not only launched a bunch of firms, but it forever changed organizations. We've got CIOs, CTOs, and massive organizational infrastructures that are there to handle IT. And in fact, when this happened, think about many, many, many years ago, this was not a core competency of most companies. This was not what that company, whatever that company is, was in business to do, but they had to do it anyway because it became critical for them doing business as usual and doing business better than their competition. So they had to build the competency. It wasn't a choice. Now what we've got inside of a lot of organizations, from my observation and the observation of a lot of folks that we've talked to, is a lot of disagreements between different departments inside of big companies. Why do they disagree on analytics? I'll tell you one very basic thing. Analytics is really valuable. And so there's this jockeying for position inside of many, many big companies, mid-sized companies, small companies too. Who's going to own analytics? Well, I'm the data guy, so I should own analytics. No, but I own the hardware, so I'm the one that should own analytics. Actually, I'm the chief strategy officer, so in fact, the analytics ought to reside in my organization. That struggle is inefficient. So the chief analytics organization must rise. They've got to articulate the vision both upward to the CEO and below. Because if folks don't get on board, it simply doesn't resonate, it doesn't drive change. It also takes a special organization to find and foster talent. I've been hiring analytics folks for a long time. We, as a class, are very difficult people to manage, no offense. We're very ambitious, we work really hard, we expect to be rewarded, we expect to move up the chain, because deep down inside, even though we try not to be overconfident about it, each of us in the analytics world knows precisely the value of the analytics that we've got inside here. We know the organizational change that it can drive. That's tough to manage. It's tough to manage, especially if you don't have an organization equipped with the leadership skills, the leadership knowledge of analytics to bring in talent and make sure that talent moves up through the food chain. We've also got to embed analytics into the corporate DNA, and if the chief analytics officer isn't there to do it,